So I apologize about the background noise. And so I'll tell you how to use it in a recording. Um, and first thing that you have an option of doing is you gotta, this one is to open Salesforce, and this is just an initial setup. You gotta put in, or click on the username area, put in your username, click on the password area, put in your password, and then that will allow it to open your Salesforce automatically. And then say if you're searching for a client, I put in this client, but I'll put in another one just since I already ran that one. Who am I going to put in? Let me see. I will put in Lakewood Family Dental Group. And you have to put in the name exactly. That's why I was struggling to think about it. You have to put in the name exactly how it appears inside Salesforce. And I already know that that's the exact way it appears in Salesforce. So if you've already had your Salesforce info entered, then you just need to put in the client name and press play. And it is going to go through a series of steps to just do what we always do, and that's log in and then search for a client, and then click on that client's info. And then after it's done with that, it's going to go here and then automatically enter the few variables on another line. And you don't have to do a client list. This is just something that I do because I like having access to their info anywhere. And if you don't want to have this client list option for an Excel sheet, then you can disable it very easily just with one click. But so that's running, and then after you have the information, then you can open up the second file, and this one's more for the field. Right? The first one, the Open Salesforce one, is if you kind of it's if you like, I don't know, just having it done for you, like automating that. You can use it in that way. But this is the one where if you're in the field, you could just enter the client's name here, then enter the phone number, and make sure when you put the phone number, because I open this and then go to the client complete, so I just copy the information, but here it has parentheses, but in the websites that this is pasted into, it doesn't take parentheses, so make sure you just change that to a dash. So enter the client name, phone number, and then enter the website address, and make sure it has a little / at the end as well. And then after you have all that info, then you just press play, and it will load the screens for you to do a Google search. I did SpyFu Dash, but if you don't have SpyFu, then you can just disable that as well. I'll show you how to disable in a second. And then enter your SpyFu username and password again in the same way that you did for the Salesforce. And then for place local, then you enter your username and password, and it automatically does it for you. Yeah, and then let it go. So as you can see here, this one's done running. It entered the info. It automatically finds the next line of free space, and then it just populates it. But you have to have that Excel. You have to create an Excel sheet and have it open in order for it to populate it automatically. But say if you don't want that, I told you you could disable it easily. You just go and you right-click on the AppleScript editor, and this second to last button you can press disable action, and it'll disable that action. So what this will do is just open up Salesforce to this page for you. Um, and that's how you use that action. And then this one is still running, but you can see it just loads a bunch of random information. My internet connection right now is very slow, and I know Dex Media has very slow servers, so if you have a very slow connection or for some reason the site's having slow server issues, then this might time out. But if it loads properly on this last step, it just puts in all the information and gets you to the point where you can just design, like upload photos and stuff. And I left that for user input because it's a matter of you got to pick the pictures. You can't just have that automatically done. But it gets you to all these pages, and if you wanted to, you can also just go to your desktop, and then you can see that screenshots are taken. So if you do presentations with this info, the screenshots are already there, and they're named as well. And screenshot. Oh, that one I'll change it to wait longer to take the screenshot, but it takes a screenshot of that. And my account's deactivated, but you can see, it could be slightly useful, especially if, say, you load it on your computer while you're out in the field, and then you want a door swing. It's more convenient to use a laptop than an actual iPad to enter information. And then after that, you can save the browser tabs onto like Safari. And if you have continuity through your Mac and your iPhone and your iPad, you can just open it up on the Safari tabs, and then that will allow you to access the information or the tabs that are open here